Hi Aries, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to your reading for May. My name is Linda. I've already shuffled the cards. We have here where you are now, King of Pentacles upright. The challenge you face is the Strength in reverse. Resources you can use is the Six of Pentacles. This is the Hidden Forces. We have the King of Pentacles, so that's interesting. We have the same card repeating here twice in different placements. This card represents the potential outcome. We have the Tower in reverse. Okay. We're going to take one rune as well here for what is the spiritual lesson. We have Soela, which is kind of similar to the Sun from the Major Arcana. Alright, give me a second here with this energy. The first thing that's jumping out to me at this time is the similarity of the two characters here in the King of Pentacles energy and the Strength card. The way that these archetypes have been depicted by the artists are looking pretty similar in these two different decks. Even down to like the shield that the guy in the Strength has is kind of representative similarly to the pentacle that the King of Pentacles has, and this scepter that he's carrying kind of similar to the sword here. But in this reading, the King of Pentacles is where you are now, and the challenge is the Strength in reverse. The resources you can use, Six of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling in this energy is that there might be some kind of I'm kind of feeling like there's two people facing off, and it's probably pretty obvious to say that it's these two kings, that there's two people in your reading, and one of them's you and maybe one of them is another person, and there could be like a little bit of butting heads. You know, you might not be, or you might not be entirely seeing eye to eye on a specific topic. I kind of feel like this energy could be describing a work colleague, someone that you're in a collaboration with, a peer. It could be a family member, or if you're in a same-sex relationship, it could be a partner. But what I'm picking up on here is that there could be a little bit of need for a bit more openness between these two people to hear each other's opinion. Like let them voice their opinion, and find a way to balance out and be a little bit more equal each other's presence. But specifically for you, because you have the challenge card here as the Strength in reverse, I kind of feel like there's a little nod here towards you maybe being advised here through the energy of this reading via your higher self to perhaps be a little bit more willing to not have your way specifically in this situation. I feel like there's a message here for you to maybe just be a little bit more generous in the way that you are dealing with this individual in this specific situation, so that whatever it is that you guys might be working on or working with, maybe normally in most situations you might outrank that person, or you might want to like pull rank on them, and normally you would, like, if you guys had different opinions, you might just at the end of the day say, I hear what you're saying, but we're going to do it this way. I feel like in this reading, the message here is for this situation to kind of go with what they're suggesting, because it could be something very beneficial for everybody involved. That's one translation that I'm giving for this reading. I feel like there's multiple messages here, so just bear with me while I tune in and pick up at a different frequency here. Excuse me. So yeah, that in that last interpretation, I kind of feel like the Tower in reverse here is suggesting that, again, along with the two major arcanas here, the Strength and the Tower card, both in reverse, even the colors are kind of telling, like this red that's here. I feel like the message here is for you to just be a little bit more willing to not be as headstrong as you normally would be, or not be so determined for things to be the way that you want them, or the way that you see them or perceive them as being the right way to handle this situation. I feel that maybe normally you are quite stubborn and fixed in your ways. That's evident here with the Taurus energy coming out as the main energy. I just feel like these how I'm seeing these three cards here, the Strength, Tower and Reverse, and the Six of Pentacles, is that there's a kind of almost a warning, but more of just a reminder or an advice here, that if you are in a dynamic with others or an individual where people have, you and this other person both have very strong opinions or wishes or desires about how a specific event plays out or a project goes out, or if there's a decision that needs to be made amongst a group of people, normally you would be the one that has the final call. But I feel really strongly in this energy that the message here is to be a little bit more yielding than you normally would be, and let this other person's suggestion be the one that you move forward with, because it will be very beneficial to everybody involved. I think there's something here that this other person is seeing in the situation that you may not be able to see. And I think that what that is has something to do with you particularly, like you especially, something about your personality, or maybe there's something in your blind spot that this person can see. Okay, something else is coming through now. Just give me a second to put this in the right words so I don't fumble. I mean, because, okay, so what I'm picking up on, this card, this King of Coins, is in the position of what are the hidden forces. And this card is in the position of what the current situation that you're in. So what I'm feeling here now is that there is a person in your environment that can really see you. They can really see you for who you are, and they're seeing you in a very non-judgmental way. I don't want you to take this as that someone can see some flaw in you, or someone can see some what's the right word? Negative part of your personality or your archetype. It's not that. This person can really see you for who you are. But what I'm tuning into is that there's something about you that you don't know that this person can see, and it's in something about this specific situation and the context of the environment and everything, that there is an energy that is being brought to light through another person's perspective on the situation that will help bring about some kind of more fair and more equal and beneficial result that will create a win-win, that will mean that everybody gets to benefit from a certain circumstance if you take this other perspective on this, the way forward into this particular journey. I don't know how else to word that. I don't know how to be more specific, because this is a general reading, but I do feel like this is mostly a work-related thing. It could be a family thing. There could also be an element here of maybe, if you're a father, this could be your child, or if you're a parent, this could be a child, and maybe your child is older, and they're not a child necessarily anymore, but they're older. They're an adult in their own right, and they might be seeing something about a situation that they want to handle differently than how you normally would. And I feel like it's important to just let it play out in the way that they want to handle it, rather than you kind of pulling rank on this particular moment. Let's take a look at this rune. As I mentioned, it's called Sowilo, and it's representative of the sun energy. So it's light, it's heat, it's life force, it's vitality, also abundance, it's happiness. Can be about success as well, honor in life, and honor and achievement. I feel like what's on offer here, since this rune is in the position of the reading, which is about what is the spiritual lesson, I feel like there's something about this very unique moment that you're in, which is giving you the possibility or the opportunity to see something about yourself. Like I said, there's something here about a part of your personality that you're a little blind to, that someone else is helping to reveal by... It's like this person very much respects you, and they see you for who you are. They honor you, they appreciate you, they look up to you. And it's almost like it's like the student teaches the teacher. It's something like that. The student is now teaching the teacher. And the result of the situation, if you can manage your somewhat stubborn and maybe sometimes controlling nature, to be willing to do this a different way than you normally would, or to let this other person lead when normally you would, then I think you're going to be very pleasantly surprised with sort of uprising of energy that you get access to, that you are reaching through the actions of another person who is somehow your student or something like that, whether it's a student or a child or an employee or something like that. It's like there's a way that you're seeing that you can get energy, life force energy, without having to be the one that's always taking all of the responsibility, or being the one that is always taking the lead, or having always the decision-making process in your hands, you know. So I feel like there's a lot of energy available to you by being willing to just step aside for a moment and put down your desires to have things be the way that you would normally do them, and let this other person come through. Now, another way that I can read this is that this may not be another person, but it actually just simply is you. And that the message here is for you to try a different approach than what you normally would. Because the Strength reverse and the Tower reverse are both saying that your challenge here is to maybe address and overcome your stubbornness, your fixedness, your controllingness, your, maybe even for some of you, a temper or a pettiness or an aggressiveness, and handle things in a different way with more generosity. Not that you're not, because King of Pentacles is definitely very much a very generous and kind and nurturing energy. But there's something about taking a different approach than you normally would here. And whether or not it's about another person, or if this repeated King of Coins is just you, and it's about you finding a different way of moving forward from a different intention or a different agenda perhaps, or just from just by looking inside of your makeup to find a different part of your personality to move from, or to draw energy from, in this specific situation that we're looking at. Aries, I feel like there's not much more I can say here. I'm just going to wait and see if anything else comes through. I'm just checking over. I'm hearing be patient. I'm going to leave it there. That's the last message. Be patient. Whether it's with yourself or with this other person or with the situation in general, but patience is being called upon here in this situation. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, Aries. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.